behalf of the staff, I apologize to the people of Kenya, to the people of Nairobi, to the residents and tenants and business people there. That should never have happened, and it will never happen under my watch. I will not allow that to happen again. Chairman, in as much as we have issues with Kenya Power, they have claims against us, we have a bigger claim against them. Putting the public, to whom we owe a duty of care, in the crossfire, in the crosshairs, is wrong. You know, it is unjustifiable. We have said we are sorry about that. It cannot happen under my watch. It cannot. And I will never allow that again. That is not what you do in the 21st century in the capital city of Kenya.
This happened while I was in Nigeria on an official assignment. And immediately when I got that information, I did direct the Director Criminal Investigations to immediately commence investigations on that matter as a matter of urgency. But that happened. So by the time I returned here, a lot had actually taken place after those instructions were given.
It is James Sankali Lempaka and John Ntoiti. We were able to record statements from them. But certainly, Honorable Chair, the fact that they have been interdicted by the county government will certainly not prejudice our investigations. We will do our investigations very, very professionally.
Has mentioned that the switching off of lights could be a major security issue in Nairobi, and I cannot agree more. And yet we are in a situation where KPLC also enjoys monopoly. And by the way, the manner in which they enforce payment sometimes could be more crude than even what we are talking about. What do you propose to this committee that Parliament should do by way of addressing this monopoly and payment enforcement by KPLC?
We know that NEMA is actually mandated to oversee, to supervise, and to coordinate all activities related to environment on behalf of the government. If this occurrence took place on the 24th, what did NEMA, headed by the Director General who's present here today, do to ensure that the health hazard that the people around Steamer Plaza were exposed to was put to an end?
Since then, have you sent the public health officers or department to inspect the health safety of the place so far?
Yes, investigation was going on. They were inspecting. And I want to reach out. I thought after the meeting with the Waziri, and I spoke to him this morning, if they can allow entrance into the facility for a more thorough check. But everything outside the parking, even the vehicles, even the bushes, you know, anything in that vicinity has completely been fumigated, Chair.
Man, you start preparing your handbag because he always talk of nja everywhere. Because they are forced to say so because of the conditions they live in. Look at the houses they live. Just take a day to go to the line, they call it a line, where they live. These people have no bathrooms, they have no toilets. So you look at them and sympathize with them. So as Kenyans, we really need to take care of our police and those that are taking care of us in terms of security. Because they are all of them suffering. And what they are doing is not anything that we can do. Some of them are the whole day taking care of the banks, nights, making sure that we are all secured. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I support these amendments and would really appreciate if we can all of us come together and make sure that we take care of our police. We appreciate the work they do, and this is a very important bill that will take care of the conditions of our police. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me that opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members. The time allotted for debate on this bill has lapsed, and it's now my chance to call the move of the bill, the Honorable Masara, to reply.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, before I reply, I want to donate some few minutes to Honorable Bensiba to at least say something before I reply. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Benziba.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika. Pia mimi nisimame miongoni mwa naunga mkono maslaha ya ofisa wa usalama wa ndani. Wanafanya jukumu kubwa sana. Huu usalama wote ulioko katika taifa hili ni jukumu lao. Ingawa wako ambao wanafanya matatizo na makosa, lakini sio wote. Maslaha yao yaangaliwe zaidi, kwa sababu mimi Mheshimiwa Spika nimefanya kazi ya polisi miaka 9. Ile shida nimeipata ni kubwa mno. Nimehangaishwa Kenya nzima. Tunatolewa station hii miezi 6, unapelekwa hii miezi 6. Na kitu tunatembea nayo, ilikuwa tunatembea tu na box ambalo tunabebea chakula na safari bed. Unaingia katika situations nyingine, hema zinakuwa ni matope tupu, na hapo mahali ndo tunapika. Nimefanya katika kikosi cha GSU, ninajua zile shida wanapitia hawa watu. Kwa hivyo ni vyema tuangalie maslaha yao. Bima lazima waekewe. Wanakwenda kule wanapata ulemavu, wanarudi majumbani mwao, wanakaa wanateseka familia zao, watoto wao hawasomi vizuri, wanahamishwa hapa na pale. Wao wanajengewa shule ya college ambao ni ya police officers, wawe watoto wao wanaishi pale kwa uzuri, ili kusudi wao pia wana nafasi ya kufanya kazi kwa utulivu. Mheshimiwa Spika, wanaishi katika hali ngumu sana. Wanalala katika sehemu ambayo kuna gawanywa na nguo tu leso. Katikati mmoja yuko upande huu, mmoja yuko upande huu. Na inafika wakati mmoja anapewa duty ya usiku, mwingine yuko pale. Na sengine mke wake pia amemgurisha, amekaa hapo. Wewe utakwenda kufanya kazi namna gani? Si ndio hapo inatokea sababu wanapiga risasi ovyo. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, ni kweli hawa watu lazima waangalie maslaha yao, na wao pia wafanye uaminifu kwamba wananchi wakubali, wakishika mtu wajue kwamba huyu kweli ameshikwa ana makosa. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, nimesimama na mshukuru ndugu alileta hili swala hili kwamba anaangalia maslahi.
Masara, you can proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to continue informing these hours that the work of police officers, in most cases, Mr. Speaker, it is a very exhausting job, a dangerous work condition, regular encountering highly distressful situation that exposes them to trauma daily, Mr. Speaker. The exposure combined with the demands of family life and social expectation can lead to debilitating stress, job burnout, anxiety, post-trauma stress disorder, depression, and even suicidal indication. Mr. Speaker, in order that it is essential that the police officer have access to counseling and psychosocial support services, which are vital for maintaining their well-being and enabling them to function optimally, both professionally and as a personal level. Mr. Speaker, the bill itself is a product of so many supports, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as I mentioned when I was moving the second reading, Mr. Speaker, this particular amendment is a product of this 12th Parliament. I was in the Committee of Administration and National Security for 5 years, Mr. Speaker. I went around this country, out of the 47 counties. Mr. Speaker, I went to almost 27 of them. Mr. Speaker, I want to appreciate the police officers who we gave opportunity to give us their version of life. As a result of my interaction with the police officers all over this country, including those who are working in refugees camps, Mr. Speaker, that's why I came up with this particular amendment. Mr. Speaker, before even I proceed, I want to appreciate the former chairman, the late Paul Koinange, who was very passionate about police officers.
Mĩrimũ ĩmwe ya ĩno nĩ ĩratũma andũ magĩe na mathĩna ma kũremererwo nĩ kũnyitĩrĩra mathugumo na njĩra ya kĩoro kĩnene. Na nĩ tũrona andũ arĩa makoragwo na mathĩna maya ona gũtuĩka nĩ gũkoretwo na indo cia kũnyitĩrĩra mathugumo na kĩoro kĩnene gĩtikae kuma. Indo ici nĩ ciagĩrĩirwo nĩ gũcenjio kaingĩ. Na gwa kahinda gaka kũrĩa gũkoragwo na ũtungata wa mũingĩ gũtirakorwo na services cia kĩoro na makĩria mũno thĩinĩ wa mabengi. Na koguo andũ arĩa makoragwo na mathĩna maya nĩ marakorwo na thĩna mũnene mũno rĩrĩa mathiĩte kũhoya ũtungata ũcio. Na nĩkĩo tũngĩenda ona mbunge ya bũrũri ĩthondeke watho ya gũkwa atĩ no mũhaka handũ hothe ha services ciraheanwo mũingĩ hagĩe na ũtungata wa cioro. Tondũ nĩtuonaga nginya andũ arĩa mena mawathe ma mĩthemba na mĩthemba matikoragwo makĩona services cia cioro. Ningĩ nĩ kũrĩ atumia makoragwo na ciana nyinyi na nĩ magĩkwenda gũcicenjia kaingĩ. Na hangĩkorwo hatirĩ na services ya kĩoro nĩ makoragwo magĩthĩnĩka mũno, no kona nĩ marageria tondũ nĩ ũndũ wa mathĩna marĩa mekuona makarega gũthiĩ kũheo ũtungata. Na koguo hagakorwo hena ubaguzi kana discrimination, ũkona o matiratuo ta andũ arĩa angĩ tondũ nĩ special mena ciana kana mena wathe makaheo ũtungata ũraheo andũ arĩa marĩ agima a mwĩrĩ. Tũtikwenda hagĩe na kĩmenyo ta kĩu.
Cioro nyingĩ tũrakora nginya thibitarĩ cia county level rĩngĩ nĩ cia irima itikocindĩte mũndũ ũrĩa wĩna mawathe. Nĩ mabatiĩ mathondeke makonside andũ arĩa mena mawathe, andũ arĩa mena special needs, nĩgetha ithuothe rĩrĩa tuoka gwetha ũtungata thĩinĩ wa mathibitarĩ tũgakoragwo ithuothe gũtirĩ mũndũ ũrahinyĩrĩrĩka na gũtirĩ mũndũ ũrona ta ena ũtungata wĩ igũrũ gũkĩra ũrĩa ũngĩ. Ithuothe tũiganaine ũguo gĩ ũtungata-inĩ. Na ona bengi ĩgĩkoima ũtungata, county government nĩ ĩbatiĩ gũkorwo yakĩte handũ andũ mangĩteithĩkĩra. Na mostly taũni ĩrĩa ngoragwo cioro nyingĩ ikoragwo ci cia kũrĩhio, na rĩngĩ mũndũ wĩna mawathe, mũndũ ũgũkĩte kũhoya ũtungata no age kĩgĩna.